Hi, welcome. On this video, we're here once again with Hildegard for some training. Again, we're into week 2 now, as again we continue to move through the process. Again, working on some big ticket items such as reactivity, and again, coming along very well. Now, in this video here, I'm going to be showing the off-leash method. Starting to create the framework to transition to off-leash by way, again, of control, by way of perceptions of dogs changing the right way. And again, in terms, again, having truly a stable level of response. Now here I'm going to be performing, again, what I call the circle method. So I'm going to be moving with Hildegard, I'm going to be walking with her. And I'm going to start to transition over to actually moments where I'm actually not touching her at all, and she's continuing to stay within the heel position beside me. And so here again, when I'm moving with her, again she's on my left side, so therefore I'm going to be moving into my left. I'm going to be doing, again, circling. I'm going to be moving into her, helping to, again, helping to create the moments in which I can let go of the collar. Now here's the thing, as I do this, because again this is in transition, using my whole body to make contact with her. So generally when I'm going to let go, it's usually when I've come in with my left knee a little bit, made a little bit of contact, that creates a moment. In fact, what you'll see with dogs is, again, as they're starting to release more stress, you'll actually see them turn their head inwards for contact, okay? And that seems like kind of a contradiction. You'd be like, well, why would a dog want to be hit, okay? But understand it's not that type of physical force that way. This is about relationship. So this is about meeting a dog's needs. So this is about moments in which, again, I'm expressing control, intentional control and influence over a dog in such a way that, again, it's starting to change their perception, actually making them feel good, taking stress off of them, so they start to want that because they understand it's part of the relationship. So understanding, again, the context of that. So as I move with her, again, the moments I'm going to be letting go with her briefly. Now here's the thing, as you're doing this, I'm using an area here that is a controlled area. So if you ever have moments where you think the dog is going to break away, so you want to do this within, say, a fenced area, or this is where you could use a remote collar, as kind of a backup in case the dog bolts towards, say, another dog. But those are things you should be working on at the same time anyway. So you don't want to go into the off-leash part until you get some level of stability where that isn't going to be a major problem. But again, having the remote collar available so that you can communicate with the dog if the dog's starting to wanting to kind of take off. Okay, so here I'm going to start to move with Hildegard. You'll see me slowly start to remove the leash. But the key here, the secret, okay, is as I take a hold of her collar with my fingers, is my arm mimics the leash. Okay, you want to make it so that through Hildegard, she doesn't feel that transition that way. I'm still nudging, my arm's moving the same way as the leash, so it feels like the leash is still attached. And then at a certain moment where she's moving along, pretty good next to me, then I'll let go for a moment or two. But when I sense that she's starting to sense or starting to pull back a little bit, you want to take hold of the collar and keep going again. Okay, so this is about transition. So I start to move with her. As I move, notice I'm moving right into her here. She's stretching out here a little bit and just getting into a rhythm. Okay, now I can take the leash off of her. She kind of sense, okay, the leash moves out of my hand here. But notice my hand, again, is on the collar. Notice how I'm moving into her, my left side, so I'm moving in. I make a little bit of contact here. Now this is where I start to set up or start to think about letting go in a moment. As I continue to move here, I'm just kind of putting it to the test a little bit. I'm creating a little slack here, but notice I'm still moving my leg in on her. Let go for a second. Take a hold of her again. This is brand new. Doing it this way, so again, moving in on her. I'm not touching her at all right now. Again, as soon as he starts to sense. But again, when you want to kind of, the dog's doing a little foolishness, you want to bring them out of that by way of tapping. So you don't want to stop her. I'll bring the collar up high in her neck. Again, want to keep the collar up nice behind the dog's neck too. It's going to give you more control, okay? It's like right type of conversation. Again, moving with her, moving right in. See, I'm moving, I'm brushing in with my leg here a little bit. So usually, I'll let go on at a time when I'm making a little more contact with my leg. That creates a moment, okay? That helps to kind of edge her. See, right here, edging her along, edging her along, edging along, edging along. And this, so there's an example where you can kind of turn in a little sharper to kind of communicate. Right here, watch this, turn in, turn in, turn in. She goes down a little bit, lift up, tap a little bit. So this is about just getting into a rhythm. Kind of see how I'm doing this. And there we go. Okay, and then so this is really good to kind of show too that you don't need a leash. Okay, when I do these, off-leash moments with dogs, within the home, the push and pull. But this is where again you want to keep both collars on the dog, so I can switch back and forth. If I need a little bit more control, a little more leverage, I'll use the pressure collar. If I'm doing a method where it's more the push and pull, I want to keep influence leveled out, then I can transition to the flat collar. So again, you see how this is setting up through off-leash control. So I'll be doing some more of these videos just to kind of show you the framework of this. But again, Hildegard's doing really, really good. Thanks for watching.